Hey guys, how's it going? Muthurajah here, back with a new video lesson for you all. Now for today's lesson, I decided to do something a little different. I'm not a big advocate of learning technique to develop musicality. Rather, I like to learn music to learn technique. But with slap bass or thump or just general thumb playing, personally for me, I had to develop certain technical dexterities for me to be able to play musical ideas. So I figured I'd share with you guys one of these things that I learned years ago. I don't play slap bass a whole lot, but whenever I do, I tend to use this to create fills or to create interesting bassline ideas. Okay, it's a simple 3-note technique. Okay, now very quickly, I got this from Victor Wooten, obviously. Now Victor Wooten doesn't do the traditional slap. He does the thump, where the thumb goes through the string, which is very efficient because it gives you room to keep your fingers close and play quick stuff. And you can also double. Right? I'm not the best at it, so don't mind that, but I just want to show you guys this very cool thing. So the idea is very simple. You you thump an open string, hammer on the same string usually. So if I'm doing open A, hammer on C, and then pluck the octave. Now you can hammer on and do the thump on any string, doesn't matter. And the pluck as well can be on any string. So what you can do for starters is start from the E. So thump, G, D, thump, C, G, thump, F, C. Right? So it gives you a very... So now when I open the video, I played this thing. So I'm playing this G7 kind of sound. Very cool effect. But then I play this fill. That is in triplets. So this is 16ths. Triplet. Right? So has a very different effect when you use it as 16ths and triplets. Now with this triplet fill, I'm doing open, B flat, and then open D, F, B flat. Kind of like a B flat major triad. And then the same shape on C. Now, note choices sometimes don't really matter when you're using these kind of techniques, because this is more about creating rhythmic intensity rather than melodic or harmonic intensity as such. So you can choose to use however you want to. And of course, you don't have to always thump. I keep saying hammer on. Thump an open string. You can thump a fretted note and then hammer on to the next. That kind of a thing. But the open string gives it a lot more body. So it has this really energetic, strong, ballsy vibe to it. Okay, so simple. Thump, hammer on, pluck. Any string, any combination, any note choices, doesn't really matter. Just get the technique down with clarity. Now, if you want to indulge with note choices, you can try diatonic triads, let's say in the key of C. Like that. Then D minor, E minor, F, G, and then doing it the other way around, C, G, E instead of C, E, G. And then if you want to mellow things out, you don't have to pluck too hard. Okay, and I encourage you to practice with the inner strings as well. Like the G would be harder. Because you cannot move too much, because you have to get these plucks. They're literally not even a string away, they're just next to each other. It's hard. But over here on the G, it's easier because the G is open space. But the D string is hard. So that's why generally bass players are much more comfortable slapping with in keys which has a lot of open strings. If you ask a bass player to slap in F sharp minor, it gets a little uncomfortable. Even I'm not too comfortable. I'm not comfortable with slap in general anyway. But keep that in mind. Try to practice it in every string combination. Try to practice them with triads and then rhythmic variations like this. Right? And even the fills can be 16ths. So if I'm doing like, right? So you can vary your rhythmic combinations and string combinations and experiment with it and stay relaxed, because if you look at Victor Wooten very closely, the guy is extremely relaxed. He's got his whole thumb technique is like a science of his own. It's very relaxed, extremely efficient. So don't go jerking the whole hand, you know, just minimize the motion, turn up your amp, get a good sound, cut down the mids and just get that clarity, and then just relax and try. So I barely move my arm from the elbow, right, or from the shoulder. It's almost everything is like around the wrist. Right? You just need a good amp to produce your sound and get rid of the mids. That helps a lot. Cool. So I hope you guys get something out of this. I know this is pretty different from what I usually do, but I just wanted to do it anyway. So until the next one, I'll see you guys in the shed. Peace.